it's about who wants it more. But obviously, I think me and Mo are a bit biased here. So let's hope United is gonna, take this form of City in the moment and the way they play and take advantage of it.
In charge of Manchester United. They did win in Europe in the week in the Europa League heading into this one. Right, let me remind you of Manchester City first of all. Ederson back in the Premier League goal. Doku returns, so too does Phil Foden. 6 derby goals under his belt, hasn't scored in the Premier League yet this season. 6-2 for Haaland in 4 league derbies, who of course has De Bruyne back behind him. For Manchester United, Mazraoui, Maguire and Mason Mount, as we mentioned, all in from the start. Mainu and Yoro are both substitutes, but it's more about the players that aren't there. As if you're just joining us, Marcus Rashford and Alejandro Garnacho not in the squad at all, purely on selection. Ruben Amorim says that decision has been made. The first time has been on November the 5th, in charge of Sporting in the Champions League, when his Sporting team put 4 goals past Manchester City in one of those 7 defeats in the last 10 games.
For Vardiol. Mazraoui with the crunch that Manchester United fans will want to see. However, Anthony Taylor believes it to be too forceful. Free kick to Manchester City.
Yeah, I think Mazraoui overly worried about it. I think he's seeing something more cohesive here.
They might get a touch here. Amad Diallo, 1-on-1. What a chance! Flag was up, it wouldn't have counted anyway.
Yeah, maybe that's the one area he needs to kind of improve on things, is those finishes, yes.
His return to De Bruyne wasn't perfect, but what a great cross in the circumstances! And Josko Gvardiol puts Manchester City in front in the derby! Manchester United concede from a corner kick again. Trying to find the space, nearly, very nearly. Touch on the way through, it is a Manchester City corner.
Difference, the Croatian. Can Manchester United and Ruben Amorim's words have an effect in this second half? Back to Manchester and the Etihad, Jim Beglin, and first of all...
This. A few options to aim for here. Amad, and it's a great save from Ederson. That's the first serious moment that he's been called into action. Come out on top in most of them. Bruno Fernandes, onside for Manchester United. That was the big moment. That was the moment they needed. Bruno Fernandes levels up the Manchester derby as the whole course of the afternoon changes in the blink of an eye. Kept a sting in the tail until late on, and it may get even better for Manchester United. Amad! From 1-0 down, Manchester United have turned it around in the 90th minute. It is all over. Incredible finish at the Etihad. It's the biggest result of Ruben Amorim's tenure at Manchester United so far.